Life isn't always fair. Well, most says life isn't fair. Well, where is that written? Life isn't always fair. Well, most says life isn't fair. Well, where is that written? Life isn't always fair.
Three, Good afternoon, everyone. We are back today for the monthly Happy Pawn tournament.
3.
Same as always, we will have two tournaments today. First one will be the beginner tournament, which is for people who are under 14 years old, but also people who are under 1,400 ELO, as it's a beginner tournament and we meant to keep it for beginners. For each student of Happy Pawns that will join the tournament, you will be able to get 100 points just for joining the tournament. And then for each victory that you will have, you will also get an additional 10 points for each victory. The time control will be the same for the beginner tournament and also for the Happy Pawn Open, with 5 minutes plus 5 seconds for each move that you play. So that's all. Let's go to our games. So welcome back, everyone. I am here to show you about the tournament today. So we have two tournaments. First one will be the beginner tournament, where we have 4 participants for now. We will keep an eye on the game. For this first one, we will have only one game, as the 2 other players joined maybe a little bit late. And we will also have the normal tournament, I will say, that we will follow. And for this time, I will even join the tournament today. So let's have a look. I will play against Teacher Seb today as the first game, and we will try to see if we will be able to solve the Karokan problem, at least for Teacher Seb. Let's see how is it going. I know that he likes to push the pawn on this side, probably to attack the bishop, and this is a special variant where I actually missed a move and I should have gone for bishop e4, which I will try to correct, but it will probably not work anymore now. So we will be into some troubles, and we will just try not to lose this game. On the other hand, so of course he takes on a check, and I cannot castle already. I should have been a bit more careful while playing the game, at least at first, as I didn't really took time to look at the opening he was playing. I was more focused on talking to you guys. Okay, on the other hand, we have Timur Kebi against Slashan. We will have a look at this game a little bit after, as for now I need to develop my PCs and to find how to survive in this game. Okay, so Teacher Seb actually want to get our bishop. That's not really a good news, but we might have to try to help him somehow of not giving away our bishop. Let's see what we can do. So developing the queen, because he wants to take our bishop, we mainly don't really want to take back with the king, as it will offer some potential check with the queens there. So we try to develop our queen. Let's see if it works. In our base plan, we might have like a, it's not really annoying if we can go for a check here. Maybe not the priority number 1. So I wanted to develop my knight, but I cannot really develop it, as I will be in danger if I try to do that. So instead, let's develop this knight with the idea of trying to maybe push our pawn, open up a little bit the lines until he didn't castle, as that's basically the only thing we can do for now. We have some potential checks there, but nothing really interesting, as he will be able to move his bishop back, or he will be able to push a pawn, and that will not really be something nice. So we will have a look at it. Well, in this one, if he pushes the pawn and we take there, then he has to move the knight on the side. We can take a pawn. Okay, we might be able to get 2 pawns, but is it really worth it? Maybe it is. If you are on a streaming on live, thank you, Seb, for saying good luck. So Teacher Seb is saying good luck on YouTube while playing with me in the same time. So I don't know if he is listening at the streaming or not. Maybe he is. So we'll have a look at it. Okay, in this game with Timur, which is a student of Happy Pawn, improving quite fast. Okay, so we have, what do we have here? We still cannot go for the check. So the big question is, should we push the pawn or should we go for queen b4 check? I guess we will try to push the pawn first, and after that we might go for the check, maybe. Let's see. For now, the king is not really safe, and we kind of have to find a solution on that first before to go to the next steps. Okay, so Timur playing against Shlakan. Okay, so our bishop is in a big hunt right now. Should we actually try to move it? If we move it there, not the best. So we kind of have to take. So let's go to take there, as it might be like one of the best options we have right now. And if we develop our knight, we'll have, maybe we can have a queen check. Will it really be annoying or not? That's a big question. It looks like it's fine, but we might have to move our king on a square that is not that great. So I guess we try to go for maybe a little bit broader approach. We still be able to check and then to have knight there that can cover for the checks. Maybe we try that. Okay, let's go for the check. We don't really have anything to lose except a huge amount of elo, as there is still a 300 elo difference. So, okay, let's go for Timur. So Timur is playing a regular opening. It's a little bit difficult maybe on this game, as there is a 700 elo difference, but he's really trying, and his opponent means that he can just take the knight for free. So that's quite a good news. Keep missing it. Okay, trading a knight and a bishop for a rook. Not sure if it's the best deal ever, but it's a possibility. Okay, what about there? We still have to cover for the check. We cannot really take the pawn anymore. So, what can we do? Big question. If we develop there, we still have some options for our knight. Is it fine? Maybe, or maybe not. That's still a big question that we have to try to answer. Maybe we can try to develop our bishops there. Can it work? Maybe. If we develop our bishop, we'll be in check, and then we can potentially go to f8. Not the safest, but not as bad as it looks, I guess. So I guess we'll try. We'll try. If teacher Seb is nice and don't go to check us, we might actually move the knight and then try to develop the rook before to have a special manual castle. That can be the most important thing to play. Okay, I don't think we have any really annoying checks there, as the white bishop is gone, but who knows. Okay, so Timur tried. I see that he's quite low on time right now. Might be difficult to play after all. Okay. Alright, so teacher Seb actually go for the check. The big question is, will we survive on that or not? For now, everything looks okay, but nothing is less sure. It can be a problem too. So we'll try to find a solution. I guess we might have some defensive move to play there, as for white, such as maybe castle. The knight cannot move, so we might have a pawn arriving there, and if this happens, I will just move back the queen. I don't really want to take the pawn and have a rook coming and then attacking me on the other side. It's a little bit too risky for me. Okay, teacher Seb is going for the pawn that we have there. So he's also attacking our knight, and we cannot really do much. We cannot develop our knight there. It will not work. So we probably have to move our king on the side and to let him take the pawn. But we can maybe go there. Will it work? It can work. I'm not really sure about my opening. I made a mistake in my opening, so I know already that it's not really suitable to play. But we can try. So take rook, takes there, pawn take. It's look quite okay. Or maybe there is a bishop that will come there and it will not be okay. We will know a little bit later, I guess. What we have to find now is how to bring back that queen. Oh, I see that Bungle John is posting a message on chat. Okay, so we do have the bishop coming. So maybe we have to try to just go back with our queen, as it looks like it's the only possibility we have. So we not get back that pawn. This is quite sure now, as the pawn is a bit too much protected, and we still have to develop our pieces. Okay, so we go back for a check. Is it really a problem? Okay, start to see where is the problem. The problem is that if I go there, he will push the pawn and threat a checkmate, but also threat another checkmate there, or at least a check that might be really annoying. So I kind of have to escape, and then I will actually be losing some material, I guess. So we do have some problems there. A big question is, should we try to give back some material, as we don't really have the choice? That's probably an option. So we made a mistake in opening, now we have to pay for it. And one way to pay for it is that we probably have to give away some of our pieces. So not the best start, definitely, as now there is not really any ways that we can protect both. There is no way that we can protect both. So we might have to try to escape at first. Seems to be the only option. And maybe we try to find a solution later on what to do. So we lose a full rook and a pawn. Definitely not like a great position, and there is not really anything we can do, unfortunately. The only thing we can try to play on might be about the time that looks a bit sketchy there, maybe a bit low for teacher set. That's our option. Oh, I think I saw a mistake. So that's a very good point for us, as we'll be able to get our piece back. The big question is, which one should we take? We have the knight there and we have the knight there. So the question is still there. If I don't take this one, I have a check there. If I take this one, so this knight here, I don't really have a lot of squares. I guess I will take this one. We're still not good, because we are still have a rook and a pawn for the price of a full rook, which is not like the best thing, absolutely not. So we might try to find some keys there. Can we find a key? That's a big question. I guess maybe we can try. We can try at least to take a... Oh, sacrifice another rook. Maybe not the best option, but I'm not really going for the victory there. I don't think we can get the victory anyway. Okay, so teacher Seth is not going for the free rook. He didn't accept our gift, so we might actually just take the pawn there. We need to find some pieces that are unprotected. That's our main target. Unprotected pieces, as otherwise we will not have anything to play with or any gain to get. So, alright. what is the possibilities there? What can we do? We start to be a little bit low on time as well, so we might try to develop the rook first. Might be one of the best thing we can do. Okay, teacher Seb is going to for like the safe way to be protected, and we are not that high on time. We might be able to try this to take a little pawn there, and now we get a queen, so that's probably the best thing we could have. Little tactic combination, I guess, that can work. Okay, so we take on a check, no worry about it. Take back there. So now we have two rooks for, there is a, teacher Seb has two rooks, and we have, oh, we miss a free knight. Okay, teacher Seb has two rooks, and we have a queen. Oh, okay, so we are in danger. We need to actually move. Try not to blunder anything. Okay. Oh, white resign. Probably just saw that there is a free knight there. So at the end, I will say we are quite lucky. We're quite lucky that we end up getting that queen on a little tactical mistake. Otherwise, I have to be honest with you guys, I think we should have lost this game. Yeah, we should definitely have lost. No questions about it. Okay. So, at the end, what do we have there? Timur ended up losing on time. He was not that great in a game, but at least he stands a chance, which is already quite nice. Let's have a look at the other game we have. Oh, this is still like, okay. We have another game there on the Happy Pawn tournament. Timur against Pok Lao Nawat. I think it's the first time we see Pok Lao Nawat. I never saw him before. And the game is not started yet. Timur has to play, but he is, seems like he's not playing or not connected on a game. A little bit problem for Timur, I guess, because he lost the previous game on time. And now he starts the game with 1 minute 52 on the clock, which is already a little bit low. Even if you can enjoy having 5 seconds, additional second every time you move. So, let's see. We'll keep this game in mind. And in the Happy Pawn tournament, what do we have now? We have Jussifer, same as always. Jussifer end up winning his game. Hello Bungle John, happy to see that you are back. Last time, if I remember well, you had to go during the tournament, so you cannot finish it or something like that. I'm not sure about it, but that's nice already to have you back. We have Matt have chess. I think I saw Matt have chess before. I'm not sure about that as well. Paul is playing as well. Okay, so second game is starting. Let's see who we will be playing with, and we will also follow the game of Timur. For now, he seems to be quite fine in the game. Not a huge fan of this move, as it's blocking a little bit your bishop, and you might actually want, even if you want to develop your bishop like this, you might want to protect it. Another problem with this move there is that you actually have a fork by pushing the pawn 2 squares, which is a little bit worrying. But Pok Lao Nawat actually missed it, so good news for Timur. Okay, so we have 30 seconds before to start the next round. Let's keep having a look at this game. For now, Timur is fine, even with this move and avoiding the forks there. Pok Lao Nawat trying, I guess, to create a pawn chain, but blocking a little bit his black bishop on the same way. We will keep this game in mind. Okay, so now we play against Oscar Ponti. First time I see Oscar on a tournament, so nice to meet you, Oscar, and I wish you to have a good game. Alright, so we have a Sicilian defense there. I guess we will go for a Mora Gambit. Let's see if he accepts it. It's a Mora Gambit denied. So we will not enjoy the full benefit of the Mora gambit. As a reminder, a gambit is when you actually sacrifice a pawn. You give a pawn to the other player, usually at the beginning of the game, to allow yourself to develop your pieces a little bit more fast, as it will allow you to attack a little bit faster as well. So that's a common way of trying to get a bit more initiative in your games that I like to play, but I have to mention that it's more likely to be for more seasoned player, I would say, player with a bit more experience, as it can be a bit risky. Okay, there we offer a queen trade. So queen trade will not be good, not be bad for us. It's a bit like okay, but as we already developed most of our pieces, we can probably go and trade a little bit some pieces, especially the queen. If you saw my game before, you know that I don't really like queens. I think that it's a piece that is way too powerful, and in close position like this, it can be a little bit difficult to play sometimes. So we not try to focus too much on having a queen, at least in my games, but more on using efficiently minor pieces that are more likely to, I would say, to hit a jackpot, but it's not really hit a jackpot. It's more like to help us a bit better on achieving our goals of winning the game, basically. So we have a few things to focus on there, starting with a weak pawn that is just behind the bishop. So this pawn is a little bit weak, and we have two double pawns there that might be interesting as well to focus on. Main thing, okay, our opponent obviously want to probably take our pawn. We have a bishop unprotecting behind it. Main question is, should we take the pawn or should we push it? So as you saw on the previous move, I pushed my pawn to h3, as I will actually, in my idea, push the pawn. Is it good? Is it great? Is it not good? I think it's quite okay. Might not be like the best move ever, but it's a move that allows us to have some freedom. So we probably go for little bishop attacks there. So as you can see, there is free attack on this pawn. We might lose it, but one of the protection of this special pawn is actually the knight, the same knight that protect this one. So obviously our opponent, Oscar, saw it, and he decided to push the pawn. So we just take there. As we can mention quite easily, I guess, there is a free bishop around here. So one big question might be, how do we take advantage of this? So we can start by just taking the bishop. Oscar might take our bishop, but now we get a pawn. So we took a pawn advantage of that by, I would say, a little mistake. So pawn advantage, not a huge advantage yet, but it's something that we will keep in mind. It can be interesting to have a little advantage like this. Okay, so our rook seems like a little bit stuck. Let's try to unstuck our rook. Okay, so we trade a knight. And now we have possibility to get another pawn there that is not protected directly. So we still have to be careful. There is a knight that can move, and the rook will be able to protect the pawn. Obviously, it's not what Oscar chose on this game, so we might actually just take his pawn. And now we have a 2-pawn advantage. Okay, so Oscar is moving the knight, attacking our rook. Big question, I guess, now is what should we do? And I think we will just trade the rook and get another pawn. So we collect 3 pawns now. Sorry, 4 pawns. We collect 4 pawns, and it starts to be quite interesting, I guess, for our little development, our little attack. So we might try to reallocate our pieces. Is there a way to do that safely? Probably trading the pieces might be quite interesting. Okay, as we still have our 3 pawns advantage, right? But our pawns are in danger right now. So big question is, we have a bishop there attacking all our pawn. We have a knight attacking this pawn that we cannot protect. And if we try to move this pawn, we will lose one for sure. So one of the options we have there might be actually to try to push one of these pawns. And the big question is, which one should we push? So there is still the question of, should we actually push a pawn or not? We try not to push a pawn and to go for a blocking, I would say, with the knight, as we will save one pawn and we can try to push this one. Let's see if it works. We also have a little trap. One common move might be actually to try to move the knight there, which has not been the case, unfortunately. But it was one of the ideas, as we had a little attack there. Okay, I guess we will go to protect our pawn. We will lose it, quite sure about that. We will lose it because we have 2 attacks on it, but at least it will allow us to trade one of these pieces. Okay, so now opposite color bishop, 2 pawns advantage. Everything is saying like that we can actually be able to win the game, and that will be what we will try to do. So we have this pawn, we need to wait that the bishop move to be able to move our pawn, basically. So we will go there, we can take some space in the middle. Our goal will be to push this pawn and potentially trade them, as it will allow us to get a little entry on that, on how we can do with that. Okay, we have an occasion to trade. Can work, it can work, but let's think about it. We have opposite bishop, so we will not be able to checkmate or even trade the bishop. So we actually need to go there with the 2 pawns, one on each side, as this is our best chance right now. Okay, and to try to force Oscar to trade his pawn, his bishop against our pawn. So now, as the king moved, we go to the opposite direction, and we can even move one more. It's like maybe these games that maybe you ever played when you were a kid, as we have to go for pushing on a white square only. So Oscar is there blocking us from pushing with a bishop controlling both of it, and we need to find how to make it pass, how to go there. That will be our main challenge. So we will actually go on the opposite direction, as now the king is blocking this pawn and there is no way that we can move the king. So we have to go in this direction to push our pawn and force Oscar to give us his bishop against his up. Okay, so we get it. We get the bishop now, and now we have quite a long way to cross the whole chessboard, going on the opposite direction to actually take some space to the king around there. And now, as there is a little movement, we can push our pawn, and then we will be able to get a queen there. And now we get a checkmate. Okay, so thank you, Oscar, for your game. It's not the game that will bring us the most elo, definitely. We got only 1 elo there, but it can be interesting to use for later. Okay, so the game actually between Poklaw Nawat and Timur Kedi ended up going quite short, as Timur went for straight attack. Okay, Yemen took a fork before to stand up with an attack, and even after trading, there is still this discovered attack, because before it was a pawn, right? Now no pawn, so you have a direct checkmate, which of course Timur saw, and he went directly for the checkmate. So as there is not enough player in a beginner tournament, we have a tournament that fell short a little bit today, unfortunately, and we will actually go back to the Happy Pawn Open to focus more on it today, as we don't have a lot of player in the beginner tournament. So for now, we are quite good in this Happy Pawn Open. We even end up to get 8 elo. Not the most elo we can get, but we get 8 elo. At least we didn't lost elo. It's already a good point, I would say. So we have 2 games still incoming. In this tournament, we have a FIFA Technique, which is rising month after month, who end up winning his game against VKR, and we have Matt Halches, who won against Teacher Seb, because Teacher Seb has to go to his class, unfortunately. So that's why he cannot play it. Okay, Rishabi against Paul. Sorry if I say your name bad, Rishabi or Rishabai. I don't really know how to say your name, so I'm sorry in advance for that. Okay, let's have a look at Paul. So Paul is looks like he's a I would say positional player, as start with d4. As you can guess, not my favorite opening. I'm more a tactical player, but it's okay. Both players looks like they love to build things step by step. Okay, pushing a pawn. Okay, not fully sure about this one, but if it's a strategy that Paul chooses, then let's go for it. Up, okay. So obviously trying to trap white. In case they actually want to castle on the king side, it might be quite dangerous. Okay, so we go for pushing a pawn, strong attack on the queen side, and then we go back. There is a pawn there, impossible to protect. There is still a check there that can be actually quite interesting. It will not allow black to castle, taking also the bishop pair, even if it's not the strongest bishop on earth. I will agree with you. Okay, pushing a pawn. Oh, the knight is trapped. Wow, that's well played. I just saw it. Well played, getting a piece for the price of 2 pawns. 3 pawns actually, so maybe not that best of a trade, but both players are now under 1 minute on the clock, so we might have some more tactical opportunities there, and we will keep the game on pause for now. Okay, pig defense, which looks like a pig defense, or is it a dragon Sicilian for Jessifer? Jessifer really on time, that's why I go quite fast on the game. I don't want to miss a checkmate. He played against Enrique Ignacio, which is 1300 elo, but obviously knows what he is doing. So have to be careful about Enrique if we play against Enrique. Oh, I thought that Enrique is from Uruguay, so welcome to all Uruguayan players. Okay, so Jessifer tried to build. Seems like he has some difficulty to build in this game. Oh. Sorry, I spoiled you about the game. I want to see how is it going. Okay, so difficulty to build there. Have a... Oh, I think this one a little bit mistake as it opens the castle. Ooh. Okay, going for the check. Trading. Okay, it looks like there is a mistake from Enrique. He is a bit panicking on that attack. Getting a pawn. Oh, that's a check. Will it have a checkmate? Oh, I think it's missed there. You have another check and you get the queen for free. Missed by Jessifer, probably really low on time on that one. He still have an advantage, rook advantage, and white actually resents the game on that. So Jessifer, he ended up solving this position, but wow, that was a bit tense. That was a bit tense. Okay, we still have a Rishabi. I don't know how to say your name, mate. I'm sorry. But we still have this game that is ongoing with the 2 players low on time, really low on time. Paul was trying to pull up, I would say, an attack on a queen side, and we saw that he lost his knight, and he got 3 pawns for his knight, so quite a good deal. Now he's targeting the knight, and he has a beautiful pawn chain. If he is able to put that pawn in b3, that will be really difficult to stop. He chose another way. Okay, I'm a bit confused about that, but maybe it will work. Okay, losing a... Oh, no, he's not losing a pawn because he's actually gaining a pawn. Correct move would have been probably... Ah, okay, so it's a pawn for a pawn. But I would feel a bit more safe if he go to f3, probably. Now there is a bishop there attacking the knight. There is not really any way to protect that knight, unfortunately. It might be the end for Rui Chabai right now, as he's losing a knight and getting quite in a tense position. I guess taking the pawn might be the only option there. Still losing a knight. So we have some tactical combination, probably with bishop d5 and then bishop g2 check. That might be interesting to get a free rook. Is there a checkmate? I don't see any right now. Okay, going with the king. Not sure what is it for. Oh, giving away a... Oh, it's not a free knight. Okay, it's a trap to get the bishop. Nice trap. I saw it really last second before to say it. So now the best... Oh, moving the king away, but... oh, no, okay, taking the pawn, it worked, but you still lose the bishop. Okay, so now still 3 pawns up for Paul. Will be difficult to solve. Now the rook is attacked, the bishop is attacked. It's attacking the bishop back. Can it even work? It cannot work because you have bishop take, and then you push the pawn and there is nothing to stop it. There is only the check and then, okay, no, it can work. You still can put the rook behind and push the pawn. Okay, yeah, it will not be enough to stop the pawn, unfortunately. It looks like Paul will end up winning that game. He tried to go for a last check, but he seems really like it's the last option, going for checks. Now he cannot even trade the rook for the queen. Start to be difficult. Start to be really difficult. Oh, the rook is even pinned. Okay, so might be a bit too difficult right now. I don't think there is anything to do except resign, and you have a checkmate. You want to move there. Okay, nice comeback from Paul. I was thinking, I was in a thinking that he was not that great, but fortunately, Rui Chabai actually probably missed some part of the tactics there. So we end up on the second place behind Paul. Paul is taking the lead on this tournament, and we are followed really closely by Jessica. So we will actually play against one of them too. Bengal, John, Paul. Okay, so none of them actually played against each other. We already played against Oscar, so the most logical thing is that Paul will play against me and Jessica will play against Rui Chabai. That seems to be the most logical thing to do there. Or maybe Jessica will play against Oscar, which is also a possibility. Okay, indeed we are playing against Paul, so no surprise there. We might have a really positional game, as we saw. Starting with d4, not the favorite, definitely. But we might have to figure out how to solve the Paul equation. So our best option is probably to go for some tactic. That might be the only thing to do, I guess. So maybe we try to open up some lines. We also saw that Paul like position, he like pawns. So yeah, that's our best option, I guess, to get something about that. There is a threat that I'm a bit worried about, is that there is a queen coming there and will attack my pawn, will attack that, so I might actually want to just push there. Might not be the best option in the short term, but I guess my position will say thank you in the future about this. I'm quite sure that the queen will be able coming there. Okay, not yet, so we might be able to develop. Is it risky or too risky or not? Maybe we should go for the queen first. Maybe we go for the queen first, as we can block. We can block the queen b3 move. Will we be countered on that or not? That's also a big question. Maybe an early attack can help us to get some momentum against Paul, but I'm not sure. It's the first time I play against Paul in a 5-minute game in an online tournament, so I don't really know what to play or how to play. I'm trying to think about it. If you have any idea on what could we do, just please let me know on a live stream on YouTube, as I will probably study about that, but that would be a bit cheating. So I will look at your comment after the game, as it will be more fair for everyone. Okay, so we go there. Is it a trap? If we go there and we attack, we might have a rook there, and that's the only thing I see. Is there really something that we miss? Do we miss something, guys? Let's go, let's try. Let's see if it works. So we might have like a rook c1 that seems to be one of the only moves, or maybe the knight will move. Huh. I think I'm trapped. If the knight moves there, I cannot move. Huh. I lost my queen. I actually lost my queen. That was a beautiful trap. I fell in it like so bad. Okay, I lost my queen. I lost my queen for basically nothing. That was too good to be true, obviously. So main question now is, what can we get? I should never go for that. I should never go for that free, looks to be free, pawn. It's not free, so we get a rook instead. Not the best deal, definitely, but the only deal we can actually have right now. Yeah, the only deal we can have is not to trade a queen, so we might actually lose this game, even more than the previous one, as we don't really have any choice on this game. That was really not smart of trying to take a free pawn that is obviously a trap, and I totally forgot about this trap. So Paul obviously know about that, and I would say GG already. That's really nice from you to see about this trap. I learned about it right now. I never tried to go for that kind of pawn before, so it will be really difficult for now. We need to get some tactics there, otherwise we will definitely lose the game, 100% sure. We will actually probably lose it. There is no, I guess, no way we can win that game, but the only way is to maybe push Paul on time and get some pieces for free. Yeah. Okay. We go for castle. We don't really have anything. The only thing we have now is to be able to take that pawn there. Okay, of course Paul is offering us to trade, but should we trade or not? I don't know. I don't think we should trade. Do we have other option? I don't think so as well. So yeah, we don't really have any option. So let's trade a knight. Let's trade a knight. I kind of want to keep my pin on that, and we might be able to try to get something with our knight there. I don't think we can get something, honestly, but we can try. Our goal is to make Paul lose some time right now. Probably the best thing we can have, our best option right now, as we don't have anything else. We lost our queen. We lost our queen after like 10 moves. So we need Paul to help us and to make some mistake. That's how we should say. Yeah, that's definitely the thing to say. We need Paul to make mistakes. So as we have nothing to lose, we will probably end up pushing our pawns, as we really have nothing to lose, and probably try to develop our rook to stuck this knight forever. Okay, so we get attacked there. What can we do? Probably have to go back. Seems to be like one of the only option, if not the only option. and we'll have a bishop coming there to offer us a beautiful trade that we will have to deny. That's how I see the thing right now. Yeah. Okay, no surprise. So one of our goals might be to actually try to increase the efficiency of our pieces, meaning we need to get efficient. That's basically the only thing we have. Get efficient and attack. We don't have anything else, guys, so we kind of have to go for that. The only option way. Okay, so we have this one coming there. Might be a little bit annoying at first, but either way we find some things to do. Maybe, maybe not. I don't think there is much. Maybe we have a little pin there, but is it really a pin? Not really a pin. Oh, I was there. I misclicked. Okay, so I don't see anything in this game about what we can do, honestly, guys. I have no idea. So he will take our pawn, and now we have to move again, as it will have a fork there. So we either need to solve the problem about the fork, or to try something else. I don't think we get much. So we are 100% betting on a mistake. That's the only option. Okay, going for what, for our pawn? Let's just go back for now. We don't really have any attack, unfortunately. We just need to try to use our pieces as efficiently as possible, and that's mainly all. That's mainly all. Can I try to attack this pawn chain, but it seems like he will not let us do that. So we might try to go for it anyway, right? We don't really have any other things to do. So let's say, what about we try to attack at night? Is it a possibility? Okay, so obviously the pawn is coming. Sooner or later, we don't really have anything to try to go through. So there's not really any other option for us. So yeah, we knew that we will lose this game probably, as we don't really have much to play or even to do. So we might try just to block the pawn. That seems to be like one of the only options there. And we have another problem there. So we have to do something with our bishop, and it will end up trading all our pieces there. So I have no idea what to play. Alright, we need to bring Paul like in a 30-second time horizon or something close to that, as it might be our only option to find a mistake or a win in this game. There is no other option. Absolutely no other option. And he's a positional player, as you saw, and he's locking everything. So it's a huge problem, as we cannot really enjoy anything related to that. Or trying to attack him. So we absolutely need a mistake. So Paul, if you can hear me, just play little mistake. Give me something that I can use. Preferably something that I can use. Is like the only option. But the good news is that Paul time is going down, so we might have more chains than before to attack him, I would say, or at least to get some kind of attack. We don't really mind about material anymore. We don't really need material as we are down a straight rook at least. So there is not any way that we end up doing something great with that. So yeah, we're just going for like trying to protect what we have. And we don't have much. So we need to protect what we have, and then we need to find a way to trick Paul somehow on some tactic, which is definitely the only thing we can do. Okay, let's take this pawn. Okay. What can we do? We can check. Not the best move, huh? But we don't have much, so we have to be reasonable with our targets. Okay, probably go back now. We have another big problem, is that our pieces are not efficient. Our pieces are not efficient at all, and that's quite a huge problem there. Okay, let's go for everything or nothing. We don't have anything to lose, so it might be our only option. Only option, only chance is to attack, basically. Okay, so we got to that. We don't have much, but at least there is no immediate check. There is still a check and we lose a bishop, which will be a problem. Okay, we can go for a check. If we go there, we will not lose our knight. Okay. We will lose our rook. Okay, we have a queen check there. Not so much a problem immediately. Okay. So it looks like Paul is hunting us. Maybe because he is lacking time a little bit. It might be our best chance of success right now. Try to escape. There is no checkmate. I don't think so. And that seems to be the only thing we have. Sacrificing, okay. We have a sacrifice directly. Yeah, here we go for it. Here we go for it. So what can we do? That's a big question. What can we do? I have no clue. He will get a queen. So we lost a knight on that. Not the best thing we can hope for, but maybe one of the only things we can do. Okay, let's go. 15 seconds on the clock. This is really our only option. We are not playing for anything anymore. We're just going for some checks. That's a bit annoying. Oh, we lose our rook. So we have to go until the end. That's the only option. But with a queen, it's difficult to play. It's really difficult to play right now. We don't have much. Okay. Okay, so we don't have much to play there. Just probably have to try to escape. 15 seconds on the clock, that's our only hope, as you know, right? We don't have any other hope in this game. Only time. Okay, so he's going for the check. He might actually want to take us. We can try to delay that, forcing him to move the knight again. Okay, attacking our rook, we can check, make him lose a little bit of time and try to escape. It will be temporary, of course, not a long-term solution. Okay, so we have a knight to cover. What is the plan for this knight? I am not sure about it. Uh-oh. I think I saw something with a check. Oh no, the knight is pinned, so we can actually go. Oh, but we lose a rook. Okay, seems like it's really done for us now. We don't really have anything to hope for, but only time, that's the only thing we have. With so much time on the clock, there is, I don't hope much he has too much time now. Alright, I think it's time to resign. We don't have anything to do, no pieces, and we lost 31 on this game due to a mistake in an opening. That's really, really sad, I would say, really sad. I got trapped like a beginner somehow. I got trapped like a beginner, which was not like the best feeling ever. We tried to fight until the end, but I have to say Paul has been really clean on execution, and he don't give us any option in this game, any chance to win the game. At least I don't think so. We still have one game ongoing, so maybe we can actually try to see about the game if we had a chance on it. So this one is a -5. Yeah, we should just go to develop our pieces. So did we stand a chance? We can see here with the number on top. For now we are at -4, -4, -4, -3, -4, so we end up, oh, -2 something. Taking the bishop, we should actually take the bishop. Oh, okay, all right, so we miss that, and I don't see any opportunity now at -5, -6, so it's getting worse. Oh, we could get something back on this one, at least get a pin. We missed it as well. Okay, so it's still -6. It's getting worse, it's getting really worse. So I don't think he made any mistake. Yeah, +8, so we have been playing the whole game starting at like -5. Yeah, now we are at -40. It's really impossible to play. Oh, where are we in this game? Can we analyze? Here we're still at -5. Okay, so we never end up getting anywhere close to go back, unfortunately. So, well game. Well, nice game, Paul. Okay, we play against Paul Kraunawat, which was in a beginner tournament, and I think as a beginner tournament ended up quite early, he chose to join the Happy Pawn Open, which is a bit higher in terms of level. So, good luck, Paul Kraunawat. Nice to see you on our tournament. I am really sorry about this game if we end up winning, I guess. We try, at least I try my best at every game, and I will not let you think that I will give you material or anything like that, because I want you to improve. So I hope you can do so. We will have a look about that. For now, I saw that in your opening, except some little mistake, the mistake about the fork, like the pawn, right, that I pushed. This one, you have to be careful a little bit when you develop your pieces. It might help you actually a lot about getting it right, I would say. So we can trade the queens. Okay. So here as well, the bishop is a little bit stuck. So you have some problem in your development. I'm sure you will be able to solve that problem really soon. For now, we are going to attack as much as we can. And for that, we might need to actually use all our pieces, or at least try to. Okay, so going back to defense, and it's our turn to go for the attack part. Alright, so now we can just move our bishop and attack the rook. Okay, so move your rook, great. Okay, we can actually have a little trade there. Maybe the best thing we can do. Now let's see where Poklao is going. Okay, so here it's a little bit mistake as well, because we can actually go for the checkmate, but it's okay. Keep playing Poklao, it will be fine. It's already really great that you joined the Happy Pawn tournament. Okay, so we have a game. We have few games to have a look at in this tournament. Okay, I will open them all. We have the game between Jessifer and Paul that might be actually quite interesting. In this one, I hope that Jessifer will not be trapped, same as I did, which I think he will not be trapped. He is not the kind of player who get trapped in a tactic things like this. And usually I am not the one who is trapped, but I have been a little bit greedy. That's 100% my fault, and I decided to lose. So it's also part of chess. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. The only, I would say, really big lesson to learn from that is that even if you lose, it doesn't mean that you are a bad player. It means that you actually play a little bit less good than the other player during one game, and that's not a reason to stop playing. It should be a reason to just think, okay, I learned from my mistakes and I will be able to not make the same mistake next time. And after many games, this is how you improve, because you make less mistakes every time and it makes you better at chess. Okay. All right, let's have a look. Ooh, that's a nice trick from Vichy, getting a free bishop but not taking it because it's on a check. So nice one, Oscar. Okay, actually it was a good tactical combination, but it doesn't work. And now Oscar ended up taking a piece advantage, a piece and 2-pawn advantage. Good job, Oscar. He lost the 2-pawn, but not the piece. Okay, so now it starts to be difficult as soon as you start to trade pieces. As much as you trade pieces, it's more difficult. Okay, let's have a look at what the moves have played in Jessifer against Paul. Tuk. Okay, Paul is defending himself, protecting himself. Enrique against VKR. How is it going? Okay, trading pieces from the N3. Okay, developing, taking position in the center. I like that, VKR. Nice one. Okay, so main thing looks like it's a pawn chain against against a very beautiful knight, very beautiful position for the knight, and VKR end up losing a knight there. A little bit sad on that. I think it could be avoided. Yeah. Oh, and now threatening for checkmate, protected by the queen, by pushing a pawn. So everyone is going back, losing the bishop, okay, going for straight attack, and there is no other way to protect it than actually sacrificing the queen on it. Yeah, that's a little bit tricky, but it worked. It worked. Enrique on a position of getting a free queen. Read Shabai against FIFA Technique. So FIFA Technique, first game we actually saw from you. Let's go. You have been improving so fast, quite a lot. So it's always a nice thing to see you playing. Okay, so we directly the threat on the f7 pawn. Trading, there is another piece joining, pushing a pawn to block this bishop and queen from attacking f7. Trading the queen, denied by white. Going back, okay, trading a bishop, denied, but FIFA taking, go for it anyway. Okay, pushing a pawn, knight, taking a pawn advantage for rich by. Now the knight is double attack. Okay, protected by the rook. So we might see another rook coming as soon as white castle, which castling there would be a mistake as you will end up losing one piece. We stay there for now. Only one move in this one, a bit sad. Let's go to the next one. So we don't have a next one. So we go back to Jussifer to see Jussifer and Paul what happened in this game. Trading. Okay, going back, Paul is playing the position 100%. He's playing defense. And Jussifer is not really the best attack player we have seen. I have to say, they are both defense player. So how is end up going on that? As we saw, yeah, it's difficult now. Yeah, bishop to trade there. Yeah, bishop has to be traded, otherwise it will be a checkmate if the king move. And after the two rooks, it will be a checkmate anytime soon. Congratulations, Oscar, on your game. Let's go to the next one. Oh, okay, so we end up having a king move, letting, well, it was checkmate taking, no, taking the rook is better. Okay, taking the rook, so, and then going for the checkmate, no way to avoid it. Enrique Ignacio for the victory against VKR. Good performance there. 1,300 win against the 1,500. That's a nice one. Which am I against FIFA Technique? How does this end up? It was quite fine last time we saw. Okay, so I guess we had somehow a blunder. Oh, that's beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, beautiful from FIFA Technique. Nice tactic combination. Yeah, nice one. Alright, so end up going there. FIFA Technique for the performance there. We have only one round left in this game, and it will be the game between Jussifer and Paul that we will keep having a look at. Both really positional player. That's why it's so hard to actually beat them when they end up having a good position. I think that maybe a little, oh, is it a mistake? Look like a mistake to me, but maybe it's not. You still have some threat to consider with the queen coming, but for now there is a knight covering. So I guess you can do the en passant move to get a pawn, attack the bishop, and I don't see many things you can do except moving the bishop after that. So if you end up moving the bishop, what will happen? And where is the bishop going at first? Big questions there. You cannot take, of course, there is a knight. Or maybe take, no. The queen can see take. Okay, so end up with a bishop going there. I think this move, pushing the pawn and having a check, is actually quite interesting. In case of queen take, you have, queen take on a check. So you cannot play that immediately. Okay, so we just say it doesn't work. I still think it doesn't really. You still have the check there, but you cannot take after. So it's not working, right? The only way to make it work might be to put the queen on front. It might be the only solution. But nothing really forced. What? Okay, I got confused there. I got confused by Jessica. Is it a mistake? And I cannot know about that. Which shows that if you don't go there, or if you try to cover, you will lose a rook. So you might have to go here with the king, but if you go there, you lose a piece. So everything seems good for Paul on this one, as he's getting a free piece. And did he saw something that I missed? Maybe trying to take the piece on a check, or taking the rook there directly? No. Okay. So he's getting the piece, and he's getting a rook on the same time, and he has to take back with the queen, otherwise he loses the queen. That's part of the thing, definitely there. He has to take back with the queen, but if he... Oh, he actually loses the queen there. Will he... Oh, maybe it doesn't work, because you have rook check. So that's really tricky. But after... Oh, it will end up being with a rook advantage. Because you have a rook check there, and then you have to go there to cover with the queen. Otherwise you will lose your rook, right? So even if you cover, you still can take, and then it's dead. So you actually have to go back on the side, and then after rook there is game over. Nice game, Paul, nice game. Paul is really in a good positive energy today, winning all his game. Pretty clean victory. He's not making mistakes. That's, I think, the main thing compared to what we saw before with Paul, that he has been making quite a lot of mistakes sometimes, but today definitely no mistakes and a checkmate in one move. Okay, good job, Paul. It seems like he's going quite hard on this tournament today. He practiced some puzzles before the tournament. That's why he's so good about tactic today. So Paul, impossible to stop today. As we saw for the next game, we might have Oscar against Paul. We'll have Oscar against Paul, and I will play against Jessica. That might be the next thing. Yeah, I guess so. And when we have a Vici against Ignacio, and FIFA Technique against Poklaunawat, I guess we can have this match. Yeah, we can definitely have this match. FIFA Technique against Poklaunawat. That's the most probable thing in this tournament. So we are playing against Jessica, same as expected. We have to try quite hard on this game, as I never lost against Jessica, and I don't want to get there today, so we try to do our best. As a reminder, Jessica is a very good player that won the tournament many times, so we have to be really careful about his game style. We probably have to avoid letting him build too much, as if he builds a lot, it will be really difficult to stop. Okay, let's go for a quick castle. We actually try to open, probably, maybe a little bit. Maybe we can try to go with the knight, but with the rook first. So, as a really, he blocked us directly. As a really strong positional player, we want to try to not let him build his position too much. Otherwise, it will be difficult to stop. I know from experience, as I played with Jessica before, sometimes it's really difficult to stop him. So we might have to try our best to not let him build too much. He's already starting building, so let's see what we can do. Let's see what we can do, what we can try against that to stop Lucifer from building his game a bit too much. Okay, so he's going for the famous knight defense. I would say famous from the Lucifer point of view. Very common one. We saw it multiple times. Okay, so the knight is going back to go to the other side, probably trying to maybe protect the pawn from another side, maybe going there to ask to be traded against our bishop, which we might have to try to deny. Let's see. We have to try to open the position. That's definitely where we stand the most chances, as if we can open the position, we might be able to find some tactic tricks or some little tactic things to do. For now, really strong defense. Maybe we have to be patient on that. Not sure yet how to solve this problem. I much more prefer players that play open games than players that play close games. Like a positional player like Paul and Lucifer are much harder to defeat, much harder to attack. As you can see now, it will be difficult to attack them. So we have to try to find a solution. And big question remain, what is the solution? How can we do? Don't know yet. Don't know yet about that, definitely. Okay. So we do have a pin on this one there. Okay. Probably a knight take. But at least we trade some pieces, so it's not that bad when we trade pieces, as it let us having a little bit more chance of disrupting Lucifer's gameplay with a lot of pieces and potentially somehow a lot of troubles for us. So let's see how we can turn this around. It will be difficult. That's the only thing we have to know. Okay, going for pawn trade, not really a good idea in our point of view, as we kinda don't really want to trade the pawns there. Do we really have a choice? Do we really have a choice there? It looks like we don't. Going for the position one more time. That's one of the things we got a little bit tricked on right now, that we have some troubles about that. How to solve the Lucifer equation. If we take it, we'll end up having some troubles probably. If we don't take, we'll end up having some troubles and losing a pawn anyway. So let's not take it and try. Maybe it will work, maybe not. Cannot know for sure right now, but this is something that we can try. So I'm thinking right now that I will end up losing a pawn. I don't think that there is anything to do about losing this pawn, right? I cannot really try to take there at first. If I take, I will lose my bishop. So cannot really take. And we will probably end up losing a second pawn. So we might want to go for the trade there first. And we will probably move our queens there, but it will not work. Oh, it can work. No, it cannot work. It cannot work. We have to find a solution, guys. That's our main problem right now. So we do have some squares to move, but this one we will have the white bishop developing and coming to attack us, right? So might not be like the best option. On the other hand, if we try to keep an eye on that, maybe. We just go there for now. We don't really have much of an advantage. We're more like a disadvantage for now. So it's a little bit a problem. But we will try. That's the main thing. We will actually try to get what we deserve. I mean, probably try to get an attack. Successful attack will be really appreciated as we don't have much more. Okay. Let's try to think about how to get there. I'm thinking that we should probably try to trade the bishop pair somehow, as trading the bishop pair might actually give us a slight advantage, at least an occasion to do so. We can probably take this one at first. This one is a nice free pawn that we can get. But that's basically all. We cannot get much. Okay, so coming there directly to not let us do what we want. So we are down a pawn, not too big of a deal, but not as great as it seems as well. Okay, let's move there. We try to find some keys there. Okay, so king is coming. We might maybe be able to push a pawn, try to block, but will it work? Not sure. If we try to get that to have the bishop pair, maybe it can work. Uh-oh. We actually made a mistake. We made a little mistake. The question is it really working? Because yeah, we have been making a mistake, but it doesn't look so bad for now. I think I can just move my rook to protect. Trying to think about it. I think we don't have much. We definitely don't have much. Can we just push a pawn? Seems to be like the only thing to do right now. I was thinking about moving the rook there, but it doesn't seem that it will bring us a lot of value. So let's just go for pushing the pawn. At least our pawn is safe here. We might still have a trade against our knight. Quite sure about that. But I don't see many other options. If there is no trade, we have this move that might be interesting as well, about moving the rook to d7. It can be nice. It can be nice, definitely. Oh. Did we miss something? I think I will just take. He will take me on a check, but I'm quite okay, I guess. I'm not sure that there is a radio danger there, because I have my knight to protect me. I cannot take the bishop, yeah, sure about that, but might be able to find some key. Okay, so we have pawn take. Now let's just block that line. Don't really like to have my pawn attacked. Kinda need to find how to get through that. So there is a bishop attacked. He cannot really take our pawn there. if we don't take our pawn, he will have to move his bishop. Moving the bishop back to seems like a e7. E7 seems the best, but after bishop e7, what will we play? I guess we try to activate our rook. Oh, our bishop. Okay. So the big question is, should we activate the rook or the bishop? I guess we'll go for the rook first, and we might go for the bishop just after. Might be like the only option I see for now. So finally, Jessifer gave us an opportunity to not only like have to follow his lead on a game. We actually have our first occasion of doing something for now. Okay, so he's attacking our rook. But do we really have to move our rook? I feel like we might have some chance of attacking him, and I don't really see how we can cover that. So even if we lose the rook, I guess we are quite okay. Because, okay, pushing the pawn, it's not working, right? I think we can just take. Did I miss something? I feel like I missed something, but I don't think so. You can take the rook there. And now we have a check. Oh, is it? No, it's not checkmate. We do have the same checkmate we tried to do before. That now I think is unstoppable. We got lucky on this one. Unfortunately, we don't get as lucky when we played against Paul, as Paul just didn't let us any option. I have to say against Paul also I blundered and I just like totally lost totally lost all my pieces, right? Okay, so I guess we can just go there. Oh, do we have checkmate? I'm thinking if I take there, he has to move there, and then I can take here. It looks like we have a checkmate. Okay. All right. So we end up getting lucky. I think Jessica was so much better for a while, and he ended up giving us some occasion with that bishop. Everything comes from that bishop move. Yeah, this one. I don't really understand this move. That's really what gave us an occasion. I think if you just trade the bishop there, we have nothing to do. We have not any occasion to win. Absolutely not. In a position, I was kind of feel terrible. Like I don't know what to do. His position is so straight, so good on it, that I don't find any occasion. So maybe we have been right to be patient on that. End up getting lucky, I guess. If it's really luck, it's not full luck, but let's say that we saw an occasion and he made few mistakes. That's the thing. Okay, let's go for the next game. Next round, we play against VG. I start to be tired a little bit of Caro-Kann defense, as we played a lot against very technical players, and it ended up not that great, guys. At the end of the opening, I was barely winning. Like I'm not able to be winning at all. So we go for a more standard Scandinavian opening. I have a doubt now. I don't play these variants that much. I forgot if I need to go there or there. Kind of think that is there. I remember that it was a little bit something weird. So I will go there. Let's see how it ended up going there. Maybe it will work, maybe not. But at least we will try. Okay, so can we develop our bishop? I think so. Okay, develop our bishop. Probably cross that, develop the bishop around there, develop the knight. probably try to develop the queen somehow, as we don't have the knights in this square to block us, and then probably try to long castle if we have the opportunity to do so. Okay. Let's go there. Okay, let's develop pieces. We will actually see later on what could be the best way to develop our pieces. We're not too much into troubles for now. Luckily, I would say it doesn't happen so much in today's tournament, right? That we are not in trouble. Usually we end up in trouble at every games. So for now we have no troubles. Already a positive thing. Okay. So pushing a pawn there. A big question in my mind: should I take here? Take, and then I cannot take back, so I kind of have to take the pawn. Okay, let's take the pawn first. In case we... Okay, so in case we have this one take, can we actually try something? Not really. We can have to let it there for now. So we might just go back. We might just go back and keep attacking this pawn, putting as much pressure as we can on that pawn, and see if we can get it for free eventually, at the price of our danger right now, because we are in danger. So I have to say, I'm not sure that I played the opening correctly. I don't really think so. But it looks like maybe we can turn this around. Doesn't look that bad. We played a game against BG before, and we already have black. Okay, should we actually push the pawn? Push, take, and we are quite okay. So why not take? Okay. So now we are quite okay. Quite okay, the bishop has to move. We can potentially trade the queen, that now I think you know, I prefer to trade the queen. It avoids me to lose my queen, same as I did in a previous game against Paul. Alright, so now I feel like we're quite okay. We're quite okay, we don't have advantage, but we are not losing at the end of the opening. I think I made a mistake in the opening. I should check about that definitely, if I made a mistake or not. Okay, so I don't really understand, but we don't really have to understand either. We're quite fine not understanding, at least for now. Yeah, we're quite fine about that. We have a bishop there. It can be a nice target, but how do we reach this target? That's a big question. Not sure we can actually reach the target for now. Kind of want to, I'm thinking, should we develop the knight, eventually allow trade, taking back there, and probably play queen b6, as it will allow us to attack the bishop, have some leverage on the f7 pawn, and so on. We will see in the near future. For now, we didn't trade any minor pieces. Okay, so it looks like we have to move our queen. I kind of get the idea now. The idea is oh, but actually if we go there, it's fine. Yeah, okay, let's just go there. We don't have to think too much about it. I was going to say that the idea is probably knight take after I take with my queen. There is a bishop, but it's not even possible because I have my queen to cover. So I cannot understand the plan immediately. Let's see. We're not that bad. We develop our pieces. It's really slow, not really as expected, but maybe not that bad. Our bishop are quite fine. Okay, so our bishop are quite fine. Our game is quite fine. So is there really risk on our game right now? I think it's quite okay. We probably have to try to develop our pieces there. So let's try to develop the rook by nicely attack the queen. if we can have a queen around there, which is the only option, we'll certainly have another rook coming on the same column. Here will help us a bit more, but in case there is a queen going there, oh, I was going to say we have a bishop, but there is this bishop covering. So this bishop is actually a little bit annoying. We might have to try to get rid of that bishop as much as possible. Okay, so change of plan, going to attack us directly. What should we do? Still remain a big question. Still remain a big question. Can we get some activity with that bishop? Nothing is less sure currently. Might have to just trade it against the knight. I don't see any very good positive things that we can have right now with that bishop. It seems to be a little bit stuck. So we have to try to, let's say, wake up a little bit and find some activity, some attack somehow. Okay, after a queen take, we have a threat on that, but we can still try to develop our knight. Might be a possibility, at least on the short term, right? To put some threat on the queen, as we don't really like to have the queen there attacking your weakness. It's not the best thing. Okay, so the queen is coming directly for us, and we might have to push our pawn there to make this bishop run away as a temporary measure, right? And we need to find what to do with that dear bishop too. So maybe we can go there, try to protect ourselves. Looks like an option. Okay, so we kind of have to find what to do with that dear bishop, as we said. Probably go there at first. Might have a knight coming there. That's one of the things I'm thinking about. In case of the knight, it's a double threat. It's a threat taking the pawn, and it's also a threat actually forking all our pieces together at the same time, which we will try to avoid as much as we can as well. So more likely that it will happen. Yeah. So we will just discover our knight, which will give us some leverage there as we protect that, and we have our bishop now covering us, which is not that bad, but we end up having some trouble with that bishop there. So luckily, or maybe not, let's see, we have a little trap. Oh, there is a bishop to cover. I was thinking about a beautiful fork, and unfortunately it's not working. That's really sad. I thought that it might work, but it doesn't. Okay, so it might just not work. We might not have any really beautiful attacks there. So yeah, seems like we don't have much. We still have a knight, and okay, so we probably have to try to even after that there is still a fork, and we cannot really do anything against that. So should we try to move our queen? Seems to be one of the only options. But if we move and trade the queen, we lose the knight. Oh, this one? No, this one doesn't work. Okay, so we have to find a solution. It's not that easy to find. Yeah, definitely not that easy to find. Trading the queen, not an option. Do something for that. Oh, the knight is actually covering us. The knight is covering there, but even after the fork, we can always get it correct. So even if we do that, there is no fork. Okay, let's go for that one. Waiting for it. Probably the only thing we have currently. It's crazy that it's actually getting hard even on that kind of game. I'm a bit confused by the playing style, I have to say, really confused on how to play against VG. I'm not really used to playing styles that is, I don't know, it's difficult to find the plan. When I play against player 2000 elo and above, I feel like it's much easier to find the plan or what is it, right? But there, I struggle to find it for real. Let's just go back. The same as this one, I don't understand at all what is the goal of that. Was it just to protect me from taking that pawn? Seems a bit like a... What? Do I just get a beautiful option right now? Okay. Take on a check. Oh, there is a fork coming after that, but it's not working as well, I think. So. I can actually eventually protect that. But okay. Maybe I get some sort of answer. Cannot really be sure about that. Oh, I blundered my oh no, don't do that. It's okay. Okay. Tricky, but it's okay. We really have to get rid of that pin, definitely, as it's really not a good thing for us, right? To get a pin that way. Okay. Let's try to check a little bit. Okay. I'm even confused by this move. Like, what is the goal of that? So we have to find a solution. Is taking upon a solution? Certainly not, but maybe one of the other things we have. And yeah, as I said, it's really tricky to find what is the right, correct thing to do against VG, as I have seen like a really beautiful move. I have felt like I'm really in deep troubles, and now there is a checkmate in one move. So I'm really confused. I'm really confused about it. It's sometimes really difficult, and then we have a checkmate in one move that just appears like a magic, you know. So yeah, cannot really understand what's going on in this kind of game. I just know that I actually had a lot of difficulties in this game, as VG played really good. I was in trouble, definitely. I mean, we can have a look at the game as we have a little bit of time, but so actually the move I played is playable, and I have to play e5. I missed a key move. I missed really a key move, and that put me into troubles. Okay, and even if there, I feel like I'm quite in a bad position, I am actually really okay. This a 0 is a draw. Okay, it might get worse really fast. I guess it should get worse because, okay, this one was not good. Just have to trade the queen. Okay, interesting. This one make me not, oh, okay, this one was not good. Okay, and this one was actually a okay move. Alright, so this one not that great, obviously. I take, and that was not the thing to do. The thing to do is to trade the queen. Okay, yeah, I lost my row, but after I can take back with the knight and take, and then take, and I lose like what we call quality. And now this move was like okay. Now when I take the pawn, it was not supposed to be good, but you see, I got checkmate in my move. So actually Vici was better in the game. This is something to mention. I messed up my opening again, and I have not been playing good. Vici played better than me until the checkmate. So this is another lesson to learn. Probably try to be regular in your game. If you play at 1500, you need to be at 1500 almost at every move, which is really difficult to achieve. And when at the moment you achieve this, it means that you are probably at that level at 100%. Vici played like really good, probably like a 2000 elo for a while, and then one moment end up blundering a piece. Oh, Jessica missed a fork, as I just see. Okay. Okay. So we have a Jucifer style, as you can see, it's slow and steady, trying to get everything like at the right speed, right place, and having a 1 pawn advantage, and with this 1 pawn advantage, getting it to more than 1, pushing it, okay, and trying everything to get like step by step, going there and try to get a victory. This is Jucifer's style, and it has been quite successful for a very long time. Because the thing with Jucifer is that he's very consistent when he plays. He plays at the same level for a very long time, which allows him to actually take a lot of time to build his position step by step. Which is not the case of our two players here, VKR and Rich B, that are playing in an offensive way, trading a lot of pieces, much more a kind of game that I'm really happy to play with, that Jucifer and Paul don't want to play, as they try to avoid it as much as possible. Oh, did we have some mix there? No. Ah, could take the rook for free. I have a check there. Okay, so end up in a victory of Rich B at the end. He end up finding the key on that. Take. Okay, taking a pawn, trading a rook, and then just getting a queen. Okay, so easy way, getting a queen, sacrificing a queen and a pawn, but at the end it worked, and at the end Oscar also resigned as Jucifer. As you saw, step by step, one move by one move, he found the key, and he took the pawn, and he get to that, as it's impossible to stop it now. Maybe a little mistake here, as, yeah, but if you take this one that push. So he basically locked the position, very difficult to play against it. So let's see now how it will be, who we will play with. We already played against a 4-5 first player, and now we are playing against FIFA Technique. So as you can guess, we saw FIFA Technique play quite a lot of times there, and it will be a technical game, sure about that. So we are allowed to play a Caro-Kann, as anyway, FIFA Technique will bring us to a position where we can trade pieces and have probably some tactics. That's what I learned, at least from when I saw FIFA Technique play, which can be really enjoyable, I guess, on this one. Okay, so okay, going everything on it. I get it. You really want my bishop. Okay, it's playing quite fast as well. I hope it will not be a problem. We will see that a little bit later. Okay, time to develop pieces. We go step by step on that. Nothing to worry too much about for now. Everything is quite locked, and we might try to open the C column, same as always in this kind of game, this kind of position in a Caro-Kann. Not to mention as well, there is the rook on the same column as this queen. So this is one more reason on why we will actually try to open up this position. Okay, the queen left. So not so much interesting thing currently, but we still try to go to that as much as we can. And we know already that we should probably not let FIFA Technique develop his game too much, as he's quite a good player already. Let's see what will be played by FIFA Technique there. Will we have a castle? Maybe we'll have a castle. Now he starts to take a little bit of time, so we might be able to try to find... Okay, so bringing the second knight, he's building his position. I guess we'll maybe just make it easy, take the knight at first. He will probably take back with his knight, okay, and then we make some space for that bishop as well. So we still have the squares there for our knight that we might be able to use later. We'll see that a little bit later. Okay, so the bishop go back. Now it's time for us to actually push this pawn first, I think, and then maybe move the knight to e4, as it can be interesting. So in case he take, we will actually probably take with the rook, I guess, as we really want to keep something on that column, but it's not what has been chosen by FIFA technique. So let's just castle for now. We don't have to take immediately. We still have time to move that knight away and try to see the thing right. So let's just do that for now. Okay, so the knight is going back. Should we take or not? That's quite a big question. Or should we actually let him take? I think we just take, as we are sure that our knight will stay there. And probably try to move our queen. Let's see. For now, very strong defense or attack. I don't know. I think we're quite equal now, but good game from FIFA technique. Okay, so it seems like he wants to go for endgame. I'm not really sure that I want to go for endgame. If I want to go for endgame, I kind of want to go for a winning endgame and not a losing one. So we try to take advantage maybe on the pawn structures there, or at least on the space. Not sure if it will work or not, but we can still try it. Okay, so he is actually not taking our pawn, so I guess we will accept the trade and probably just take that free pawn. Yeah, just take it. Okay, so we got a pawn. Not like the best way to get a pawn, or not even like the best tactic to get a pawn, but we just got a pawn like this. So we try to protect it, not give it away so fast. It might be a little bit a problem for us if we give it a little bit too fast. So now we have an open column. We have quite a strong pawn structure. So we are quite fine. Should we trade the pawn from the c5 there? Should we trade it or not? Oh, look like we don't really have the choice about trading or not. We just trade it. Okay, so taken back. A big question is, should we allow FIFA technique to take us on a check or not? Maybe we can do that. We will try at least. Okay, so now I just block with our queen. We kind of have an advantage now. Even if it looks like we just have a pawn advantage, our position is quite nice, I think. We have all our pieces active, so it doesn't look that bad. Okay, so obviously he don't really want to trade with us, and we cannot say like that it's a bad thing, but he obviously is probably right about that, as he don't want to trade with us. I say Poklawat say, whoa, what happened? Oh, Paul won his last game against Poklaw Nawat. Not really a big challenge, unfortunately for Paul. He would have need more challenge to be able to lose a game and give us a chance of finishing first, but this is not what happened, unfortunately. Okay, pawn coming, we get 1 for free. Okay, so we have a queen coming for check. we might actually go on a side, little escape. I don't think there is any really big danger there. Oh. I think we got something there. We got a rook take. And now, as it's the only way, we can actually make little checks there. And we have a checkmate. Okay, that was nice from FIFA Technique. Good opening, by the way, but little miss, I guess, on this tactics there. Maybe he got a little bit trouble. I'm not sure that giving away that pawn, even if it's a double pawn, is really a good technique because it ended up being really, really strong for me, right? And maybe there is a little bit inaccuracy on these moves there too, on the king move and on the queen move as well. Probably need to go back, I guess, go back maybe to e3 or e4 seems to be a little bit more logical, or even e5. e5 doesn't look that bad. e5 you can actually take that pawn, but I would prefer probably this one or maybe this one. Alright, so at the end we still have one game incoming between Jessifer and... Oh, Jessifer lost against... Oh, he lost against me and Paul, right? Yeah, between Jessifer and VG. So we'll have a look at the game from the beginning. VG has been really tough to play with, except missing the checkmate, right? But it has been quite difficult. Still difficult. Okay, especially due to the playing style, I guess, but Jessifer seems like he wants to go... Never mind. He wants to go a little bit more for the attack, but that's not the case. Is it a mistake from Jessifer? It looked like it. It looked like it. Jessifer made a mistake. Oh. White resigned. Wow. Wow, VG actually ended up winning Jessifer. That's an amazing turn. Amazing, or I don't know how to call it, but wow, it means that maybe I was not that bad. Maybe I was not that bad playing my games, but VG actually has been really playing good today. So, indeed, third place for 1,500 ELO. If you look at the ranking, there is only player above 2,000 ELO. Congratulations, special mention for you, VG. What a performance today. What a performance. Very good games. Of course, congratulations to Paul as well. Very good, strong performance. No mistakes. That's probably the best thing about Paul's game today. I guess next time, Paul, you will not have me. I will not give you a free queen. And we will have a fair battle. Because you will never give me the queen back, actually. Just let me without a queen for the whole game. That's not really nice. Alright, so nice tournament. Thank you everyone for attending the tournament. I was really happy to join you for the tournament today. I might do that again in the future if you like this kind of content. During that time, we will meet each other probably on last month, at the end of last month. Otherwise, I will say have a good day everyone. And if you want to contact us, if you want to learn more about chess, feel free to have a look at the links that you have below the stream, where you can find our website, where you can find our other social media, such as our phone number and so on, to contact us if you are interested in learning more chess. Otherwise, I will wish you a great end of Saturday. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.